Everyone, today I taught our first lady is just water and tried for fun. Now, first ladies, I have a book that will tap and talk about first ladies. Here's the picture. Now, let's talk about here. Eleanor Roosevelt. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, year elected 1942, year in the White House is 1943 to 1945. The White House. First, let's talk about the White House. That's where the president lived. I was on White House. Then I'm going to talk about first. The White House is mostly for presidents, and of course, first lady lived there too. The White House. That's the White House, and the president lives there. But first, let's talk about first lady. First lady is Eleanor Roosevelt. One of the most powerful first lady was Eleanor Roosevelt, and her husband Franklin D. Roosevelt was the president during a difficult time in America. They moved into the White House during the Great Depression. Do you know about the Great Depression, right? That's where jobs are closed and people don't have anything to do. And in 1943, in 1940. When many people are out of work, Eleanor was born in a wealthy parents who would become hard worker. She worked as a reporter and as a humanitarian, giving to the people who needed her help. Like here, hold up. Let's see. The first lady. You know, Eleanor Roosevelt, like, she was famous because she traveled all around the world. Here, must be, and travel all around the world. This is like landmark for anything. And she visits soldiers in the war zone. That's when she traveled all the world. She visits people in the war zone. What's the operation in that war? Yeah. War zone. And that's the place where people have war and other things. She met thousands of injured soldiers and spent time talking to them while they are recovering. Roosevelt was the first lady to become healthy involved in politics. She was the champion of the women's rights and civil rights. That's when the Civil War became, and she fought laws to protect Black Americans and violence. And that's also the part of the Civil War too. That's led to the Civil War and its discrimination in 1942. Franklin Roosevelt had died in polio and other disease. It's kind of disease, but I don't know about any polio. So let's see. We're right here on the slime out in the neighborhood. Now let's have a pencil with the guy. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what is. Okay, that's the first president, first lady here. Let's talk about the second lady. The second lady is Jacqueline Kennedy, President John F. Kennedy, Jr. elected 1960, Jr. in the White House 1961 to 1963. Now, Jack and Jackie Kennedy grew up in New York. She loved riding horses. I don't know how to ride horses because I live in Sydney and never live in farm. Plus, my farm don't have any horses at all. They just have cows and other things. And she graduated from Vassar College. She worked as a photographer for Washington, D.C. Newspaper published will always be a part of her life. Jackie met a young man named John Jack Kennedy. In 1952, he told her he would be a president in the United States one day. Now, that's a good choice. And I want to be a president too, but my job is going to be artist though. Even though I like to be a president, still I like to draw and other things, but I still other people because I just much paper I make home now. I can't draw. But anyway, if one day that's not going to be the same answer for me, I still have a paper. But later I go to wait for my mom to buy the paper and then I can go and start drawing. Even though that's a sad thing of making me now, when Kennedy was first lady, she was invited to all America to see the White House. Yes, of course, she was first lady. She was invited to film the White House. The White House. What inside it? That's a part of the film. Yeah. Look a great place for me, but actually look like a castle for me though. Now let's talk about the. Now first of all, let's write her name on this. Let's see. Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy. Okay, that's the second. Let's talk about the third. Oh, let's just my first guy. Okay, now we are going to talk about the second. Here's the second. Let's see. The second person is Betty Ford. Wait a minute. There's both Betty Ford and President General R. Ford Jr. Elected, appointed Vice President in 1973, success to the presidency in 1974, in the White House 1973 to 1977. Yes, that's Betty Ford. She was the first lady, and Elizabeth Betty Ford was born in Chicago, Illinois, and grew up in the Grand Rapids, Chicago during the Great Depression. Yes, again the Great Depression. She worked as a clothing model and dance teacher to earn spending money. She also worked with children with disabilities. After graduating from high school, she studied dance with famous teacher Martha Graham. In her early 20s, she moved to New York City and performed Graham Dance Company in Camden Hall. Now, Betty Ford was the first president, was the first lady, right? Now, when Spiral Avenue was at a vice president in 1973, President Richard Nixon appointed Ford to take his place. A big scandal forced Nixon to was that next year, causing Ford to suddenly become president in the United States. That's the story. Well, let's play.   the 4th president.   the 4th president.   the 4th president.  4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th president. 4th and new shoes, and also a clothes. A really cake. Okay, now let's draw. Let's talk about the second present. Is Clinton. The fourth president is Harry Warren Clinton. President William Jefferson Clinton, year elected 1992, year in the White House 1993 to 2001. Yes, Harry Warren was going to law school at Yale University. She met a law student named Bill Clinton. They married at the law school and moved to Little Rock, Arkansas. Hillary Clinton worked as an attorney and taught at University of Arkansas. Later was elected governor of Arkansas. For 12 years, Hillary Clinton was First Lady of the state of Arkansas. As First Lady, the United States Clinton worked hard for better health care for all Americans. President Clinton was the First Lady to lead the task force on national health care reform. Now that's our story. This is why Hillary Clinton. Right here, on my wall.
Con này.
Yeah.
Nói.
Now let's draw this, and also here. That's just the slide. Okay, now we have the full president warrior. That's Michael Obama. Now let's see. Wait a second, I have to get this thing done. That's Michael Obama, President Barack H. Obama. She was elected in 2008. She in the White House 2009 to 2017. First Lady quote. Michael Obama was the first black First Lady. She grew up in South Chicago. After graduating from Princeton University, she went to Harvard Law School. She worked as a lawyer and as a city planner in Chicago. She also ran a program that helped young people become leaders of the community. She helped with election in U.S. Senate in 2004. She also gave many speeches that helped him win presidential elections in 2008 and 2012. As First Lady, Obama worked as a support kids, health, food, and move program, which encouraged health eating and exercise. And that's her story. Now let's write her name on this. Then we say goodbye. Anyway, let's say goodbye to each other. Now goodbye. I'll see you later.